One way that this will not come as a surprise to anybody who's been around here before, breath awareness could be really helpful. Because when you just allow yourself to be aware of the breath, and I know some people are going to say, but how do I do that? So just, I'm going to explain, these are the instructions. Just be aware of your natural breathing. And if you consider your breathing to be unnatural, then just be aware of your unnatural breathing. And then just be curious and open to natural breathing. And then maybe be curious and open to maybe there's no real difference between natural and unnatural breathing. You see, it's an open, curious exploration, just with breath as the focus, just noticing the breath, noticing the inhalation and then the transition and then the exhalation and then the transition, and just being really curious about that, just noticing. And as you explore that, which you can do anytime, you could do that right now. You could do that while you're lying in bed, waiting to fall asleep. You could do that when you're washing the dishes. You could do that anytime, right? Just with curiosity, you might start to discover really amazing things. Like you might start to discover that, gee whiz, there's something here that I seem to be. I seem to be this something here that is not any of the things that I thought I was, or that I thought were what determined how things were like measured in life. Right? That, like, you'll start to notice that maybe there'll be moments where there's no time. Maybe there's moments where there's no thought. Maybe there's moments where there's no bodily sensations. And these might just be for, a split second. But as you just notice that, what's amazing about that, or one thing that's amazing about that, is there could be this arising realization that's like, well, I'm here. Right? Think about how amazing that is. You're here, even though the other things are not. So then if you're not, if you're here when something else is not here, then you can't be that thing, right? So then the question might arise, well, then who am I? If I'm not that thing, if I'm not the thoughts, if I'm not the breath, if I'm not the body, if I'm not the feelings, if I'm not the things, well, who am I? And this can directly connect you to this greater presence, the realization that you're okay. Think about how freeing that could be. If if you're not dependent on a body or thoughts or feelings or sensations or any of the stuff, then think about how free you are.